Добрый день, дорогие друзья! Мы благодарны вам, что вы сегодня смотрите наше видео. Очень интересные у нас сегодня гости. У нас директор школы Queen Ethelburga, одной из самых лучших рейтинговых школ в Великобритании. Сегодня мы поговорим немного о том, почему стоит учиться в Великобритании, почему стоит выбирать именно эту школу, если вы задумываетесь о получении среднего образования в Великобритании. Пожалуйста, оставайтесь с нами. Да, пожалуйста, оставайтесь с нами. Надеемся, что видео будет вам интересно. And again, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for this little video. Today we will be talking about Queen Ethelburga'S school, one of the most top-notch school in the UK. And today we have special guests, our principal of the school. Let's welcome Stephen.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Yeah, absolutely our pleasure. And if you don't mind, I'll ask you a couple of questions about the school itself, about the location, about student profile, and maybe other some interesting and really important things for our parents.
Certainly.
Our students.
Be very happy to answer any questions at all.
That's fantastic. So my first question is what is Queen Ethelburga? What makes it special? Why should we recommend Queen Ethelburga other than other schools?
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's lots of things. The main thing is our school motto is to be the best I can with the gifts that I have, and because of that we try to provide a variety of opportunities for our students, whether that be across the curriculum, the number of courses that we offer, and also in extracurricular activities. Yeah. So what we're trying to do, because we're a large school, is we offer a very wide range, and we say to students, what are the things that interest you particularly? Yes. What are the things you're going to be able to build into a career? What are the activities you enjoy doing? And so we hope that by playing to the strengths of the student, they will, number one, be successful, because we'll be able to do courses that they will be able to achieve very highly on, and also that they can find a career in something that really interests them. So I think as far as what makes Queen Ethelburga special, I think it is the size of the school, which means the number of opportunities that we can offer, but also the emphasis on the individual child. Staff are very focused on the individual child, what their potential is, and what we can bring out of them that will make them successful in the future.
It's marvelous, thank you so much. And I liked one point you mentioned about the career. I already know that, but I guess it would be worth discussing it for our parents and students' sake. So how do you support children career-wise? Mm-hmm. Because it's really unique with Queen Ethelburga. So
yes, certainly. Right from the age of about 11 and 12, we are talking to students about the different possibilities. At that age, we're not expecting them to decide on a career, but we're trying to show them what's possible. For instance, just recently we've had the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, coming in and running a programme where they talk to children about careers in ICT, whether that be in the media, whether it be in industry. So basically just introducing children to the fact that there are this variety of careers open to them. As they get a little bit older, we do some profiling where they will do some tests which will identify their strengths and weaknesses, and this will then suggest careers they might think would be possible for them, some careers that may not be suitable to their particular talents, so that again they've got more information about themselves. And from that then we start looking at university courses and possible careers, and students are supported right through to investigate the courses that they might want to study, to look at the individual universities, which universities are best for particular subjects, and then they are supported through the application process with interview technique, all of those things, because the majority of our students are looking for a university education, so our preparation for that is very complete.
Fantastic, thank you so much. And what are the universities your students progress to?
The majority of students go to British universities. That's why students come to us in the first place, but we send them to Oxford, to Cambridge, to Imperial London, LSE, all of the top UK universities. Particularly popular destinations for our students are University of London. UCL is particularly popular. We send about 40 students a year to UCL.
That's
King's
massive.
College, those, and then the provincial universities, Warwick, Durham, Bath, some of the top provincial universities.
So all the Russell group is yours?
Absolutely, yes, yeah. And the vast majority of our students get into their first choice universities. You know, sometimes people say, you know, how many of your students go to the top 5? But it's important to understand that different universities have different strengths in different subjects. And what we advise students on is which is the best university for their particular interest or their particular career.
И это очень важно отметить, друзья, что действительно выпускники школы Queen Ethelburga попадают в университетах первого выбора просто в большинстве процентов, да, то есть это очень редко, если посмотреть на статистику, да, выпускников других бординговых школ, а вот Queen Ethelburga в этом плане очень уникальна. So I just was commenting on the statistics of the entering like first choice universities. So this is really rare nowadays, and
yes.
like QE is in the top in that.
I hope we do a good job for our students.
You surely do. And in order to do such a job, to make students perform their best, like this means that the school is really high in the rankings.
Yes, we've been in the top 10. We have 2 senior schools, the college, which is the traditional academic route, the faculty, which offers the academic subjects, but it also offers some creative and vocational subjects. Yes. But both schools have been within the top 10 for A-level results within the last few years, so they are very well respected schools.
The results are impressive. And I saw like the recent rankings, QE now is in the 3rd place among the UK.
The college, that's right, for A-level results. They vary slightly depending on which statistic, but that was based on the A*A grades for A-level.
So you are really looking forward to, you are really looking to welcoming best brilliant students then. What about students' profile?
Well, again, we're not highly selective because we offer the range across the college and the faculty, but we're looking for students with a good level of English, and we're looking for students who are committed to their studies. But as far as the particular subjects are concerned, we offer such a large range that is not necessarily so important. It's really commitment to their studies and the level of English so that they can access the curriculum.
So everyone has a chance and so many opportunities within the school. So just don't think that like you won't be able to get admitted. Just try it, because well, the school, they're really supportive, they're fantastic, and again, so many opportunities, guys, so you should definitely try it.
Thank you.
Because well, there is such a, I don't know, the prejudice that well, if it's a British boarding school, that everyone's pretty selective, no one stands a chance, and you have to have like state A's and I don't know, IELTS 9.0.
Yeah. No, that's not the case. I mean, depending on the age students come to, I mean, if they're younger students, they just have to have basic English, and then there are requirements going up for A-level. We would be looking for about 6 IELTS, and lower than that, sort of going on a downward scale. And then as far as academic ability is concerned, we take quite a wide range of academic ability, but what we're looking for is students who are committed to doing well at the standard at which they work. And usually, if a student is prepared to work hard, we can make sure we get them onto some good courses and a good university place.
Well, it's like a second family, you know, like going to QE.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're a big school. We're 1,500 students in total, but we are split into 4 schools, and each school has its own head and its own team of teachers. Nice. So each school is much smaller. The largest schools, the college and the faculty, are about 500 students each, but the head and the teachers in those schools know their pupils really well. But we have the advantage, being bigger, of being able to offer the range of courses and the range of extracurricular activities.
Yeah, we saw the campus, the facilities, the size of it. Well, it's enormous. So really, when you'll be visiting, hopefully in later studying, so you'll be just happy. Well, you'll have everything just on site, because the school is located like a little bit outside of town. That's
right, but it's like a village in itself. It's a big walled estate, but we have a big activity centre. We have a sixth form sort of social centre that is very big, very modern, and a whole variety of other facilities, so that students have got everything they need, not just for their education, but because they live there 7 days a week throughout throughout term time. So there's lots of leisure activities as well as the school activities, and a huge variety of sport facilities. The sport is
massive.
a big part of the school, so students that want to do a range of sports will find that they have the opportunity.
Because, well, I just started talking about location because the parents are usually asking about that. They're both concerned that it's in the town or just outside the town, they concerned anyway. So the location is good, even though it's outside of city. It's super close to York, and York is a fantastic town, city, should I say?
Yeah, it's a city. Yeah, but it's a small city, a very ancient city with some really interesting history. The school is quite close to York, and York, of course, is very accessible to London by train, less than 2 hours by train, so it's very easy to get to. It's on both the main motorway networks and on the main rail lines to Scotland, so from that point of view it's very accessible, although it's a little distance north of London.
And super safe, so you shouldn't be worried.
Exactly. Yeah, and particularly the location of the school outside the town means that it is a very safe environment.
And students are being offered like 24/7 support, so if something happens, like everyone's on their way, helping out, just looking after you, so it's really safe.
When we have medical facilities with nurses on duty throughout 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have regular doctors visiting to run surgeries each weekday. We have a very strong pastoral system so that if the students have any problems, if they have homesickness, if they have examination stress, there are all sorts of established routines to give students the support they need. And we say to students, if you sort out any problem quickly, it will stay a small problem. It's only if you let it become a bigger problem that it will make life difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on it to 100%. And are there any Russian-speaking staff at the school?
Yeah, we've got a couple of Russian liaison officers who can speak with parents if they don't speak English, can talk to the children if they have a problem and they want to speak to somebody in their own language, so that there is that sort of connection that we can speak to parents and communicate with them, so that there's direct communication. And that's important, I think, for students. If ever there's a problem, that's the time when somebody wants to speak to somebody in their own language.
Especially when they just come to school, because they're being shy, like not sure how to say things, being worried all the time. So we are like safe here again, one more advantage.
And those people also know the cultural differences children might have, and so they will work with them a lot when they first arrive, to make sure that they understand any differences that might cause them difficulties, and to help them settle in and find the environment really rewarding.
And well, cultural differences is another like really important issues, because as far as I know, Key has quite a variety of nationalities in the school. Yeah,
we have 67 at the moment, different nationalities, and we think that's an advantage because culturally it's very rich. Students get to meet people from all sorts of different places, but also it means nobody is different from anybody else, because everybody is different from all of the other students. There's a feeling of it being very much a world family. And students, when we had a recent inspection, they made a lot of very pleasant comments about how students respect each other, they value the cultural differences that we have, and find that really enriching in terms of understanding people from all over the world.
So do you have like local students as well?
We do. We have 300 day students, and we have a lot of British boarders as well. So we're about 51% UK students, 49% international students, and so from that point of view we are still predominantly a British school, but we have that wide international community as well.
Поэтому, друзья, опять же, если вы хотите ощутить настоящий этот британский опыт, да, обучение в настоящей британской школе, да, то есть не нужно думать, что вы будете учиться только с международными студентами. Видите, подавляющее большинство пока еще студентов Queen Ethelburga это местные студенты, поэтому вы сможете не только познакомиться с новыми культурами, да, со всего мира, но и также с настоящими местными студентами, да, и обменяться опытом обучения и каких-то других, да, также культурных вещей. So, is there anything else that we like missed out in our conversation? What else should we mention to students? How we can, well, I'm sure that we'll persuade them to go to Kiina.
I think one of the other things, perhaps the only thing we haven't discussed, is the boarding accommodation, which is very, very comfortable. From our point of view, we want students to have the sort of comfort they would have in their own homes. QE's recognised as having some of the best boarding accommodation, so it means all of the boarding bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms, which are shared between just the 3 people or maximum 4 children that are in any one room, so they have their own bathroom. They have air conditioning, so that when it's cold in the winter, the air conditioning warms the room to the temperature they want, and it's individual to each room, so students can set it where they want to. In the summer it can keep them a little cooler. They have access to cooking facilities if they want. They have 3 meals a day every day in the school dining room, but if they want to cook something of their own at a weekend, they have facilities to do that. They also have, a fridge to keep drinks in. So from that point of view, we try and make it as comfortable a home environment as we can for students.
And that's majestic. Yes. So students have all they need. They have fantastic facilities, academic-wise, leisure-wise, accommodation-wise. So everything's just top-notch, as we said before. So if you guys are thinking about applying to school, just please visit one of our offices. Students International will be happy to help you with all the documents, student the program, maybe organizing a tour around the campus.
Yeah, certainly.
Because of course applying to school, to boarding school, is very important decision, and if you need this tour to understand whether it's your school where you would like to study, we'll be happy to organize that, as well as our colleagues at Queen Ethelburga'S. So we are all yours. We'll be happy to help. Поэтому, друзья, если у вас есть какие-то вопросы по школе, как подать заявку, какие документы нужны, как будет происходить обучение, да, если нужна помощь с визой, да, пожалуйста, обращайтесь в офис Students International. Наши менеджеры будут счастливы помочь вам и организовать ваше обучение мечты. So thank you, students, so much for answering all our annoying questions.
Well, it's a great pleasure, and thanks to Students International for inviting us and giving us an opportunity to tell people about Queen Ethelburga'S.
So hopefully we'll send you loads of students.
We hope so.
They'll be charmed with our talk, I'm sure. So thank you so much, and hopefully see you again on campus.
Yeah, certainly. I hope so.
Cheers.